Hello everybody, it's me, Nikki, and today I'm here with a tag. This is the School Days book tag. It was created by Victoria from What Victoria Read. So there are 6 questions you must do, and that those are the times of day, and then you can choose any subject. But I will, of course, link this all down below, so you can see. So first, the time of day. First bell. Tell us about the book that first got you into reading. I don't think it was a specific book, but it was Dr. Seuss, because my mom would read it to me, and I was very interested in it. So, and my mom really got me into reading as well, because she's a big reader. Break time. Which book have you most recently had to take a break from or DNF? I just talked about this. I DNF'd 3 in January, but this was the last one. I DNF'd The Edge of the World. I thought it would be more explory, but it's more politicky. At least the part that I got to, and flipping through it didn't really seem to change, so that's just not for me. I don't mind a bit of politics with my exploration, but not mostly politics. Lunchtime. Tell us about your favorite book that features food. The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, where they talk about food a lot. But I think they do that in The Hobbit. That's the only thing I could think of, and I just thought of it because I looked at my Tolkien collection right there. But yeah, because he does describe it, because hobbits are really into food and dwarves are really into food. So, final bell. Which book have you most recently finished reading? I've just finished The Waking Fire by Anthony Ryan. It's the first in the Draconis Memora trilogy. It was very good. I quite enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to reading the others. And staff room. Tell us about a book that you go to when you need to take a breath. I'm not sure. Like, if I have to take a breath, I usually don't read, if I'm honest. Like, because even sometimes reading is too much, if you're super stressed. But if I had to pick, maybe like a comic book. Like, I have a lot of Marvel and DC stuff, and those are really sort of easy to get into. So yeah, maybe a comic book. Putting all my books right here. So, subjects. There's English, math, science, geography, history, religious studies, PE, music, drama, art, and modern foreign languages. I'm not doing all of those. First, I'm doing English, because I was an English major. Tell us about one book you studied at school and recommend one book that you would like to add to the curriculum. I studied a lot of books at school. Hamlet, Othello, The Canterbury Tales. I think we did. What did we do? I did Emma. I did a lot of medieval stuff because that's what I felt like was interesting. Did Emily Dickinson. The one I think I remember the most, though, is Othello, because we spent a long time on it and we got to go to a play. of it, and we watched, well, I don't know if everybody did, but I watched the version with Kenneth Branagh and Lawrence Fishburne, which is excellent, and I recommend that to everybody. What's another one? Hamlet, obviously, but I don't want to talk about Hamlet. I liked Othello as the better tragedy. But yeah, I read a lot in college. I can't even remember everything. I think I got rid of... No, I did not get rid of them. I should have, but I didn't. Too late now. And recommend one book that you would like to add to the curriculum. Let's see. Because like in college, because I went to a 4-year university, so when you're an English major in that, you can diversify. So I did a class where you read science fiction and broke that down, or they have like medieval classes, or just Chaucer, or just poetry. So that, but maybe for like a general one, I don't know, for a gen ed class that everybody would have to take. Because a lot of people who take gen ed English classes are not there for English. They're like your math and your science. So, and like generally, if you're good at English, you're bad at math. And if you're good at math, you're bad at English. Maybe like The Hobbit, or I wouldn't suggest Lord of the Rings, because a lot of that is unnecessary. Like, as a reader, you could watch the movie and you would get the same thing. But maybe The Hobbit, or even like because in a history class you would do like the stuff about kings. Oh gosh, maybe like, I was gonna say Every Hearted Doorway or that, but I'm not sure. So I'll just stick with The Hobbit because I'm not 100% sure. Geography. Describe a book that has a strong sense of place or great world building. I am picking One Piece by Oda Ichiro. This is volumes 88 through 90. So, but you could start with one. And I was gonna talk about this, but I will do it now. I would recommend this be added to a creative writing course, because it's brilliant. I've talked about this a lot. I think Oda Ichiro is brilliant, and he has everything all planned out, so it all makes sense in the end, and it has great world building, and it's not like, because like in the beginning you're like, oh, okay, they're pirates, there's 4 seas and all that stuff, but it just builds and builds, and you meet like mermaids, and then there's like government conspiracy, and like, ugh, it's just so good. It's so good. I recommend this to everybody. History. Which 3 historical fiction novels have you most enjoyed? And if you don't read historical fiction, which areas of history would you like to learn more about? Okay. So, Roger Chapman, who is medieval, I believe. I'm not even sure if I know when the medieval time periods. Yeah, Middle Ages, whatever. It's medieval. It's in the middle of the Middle Ages, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even near the end. According to Wikipedia. Late Middle Ages, maybe? Because it's Richard III and his brother. I don't know if Richard became Richard III. Oh yeah, he did. He did. It's been a while. There's 21 books. So, yeah, maybe even like not even late, but like middle. It's not a very good timeline here on the Wikipedia. Let's look Richard. Richard, 1, 2, 3. So that is 15th century. So that's late medieval, Middle Ages. So it takes place there. I love that book. Then there is, Henry II. Mistress of the Art of Death is in the 12th century. So that's Middle Ages, I guess. Middle post-classical history. Whatever that means. So that's a different one. I really just like the Middle Ages. What's another one that I read? I've read of the Tudor stuff. I do like the Tudors as well, so that'd be Renaissance. Yeah, I read a book where Elizabeth herself solved a crime or something. And I do read historical fiction, but I would like to learn more about like there are some Roman historical mystery books that I'd like to try. I don't know if there are any like ancient Greek ones, but that would be cool because I love the Greeks. I love the ancient Greeks. Love the current Greeks. And maybe stuff in the 1800s. That'd be nice to read about some stuff, I think. Yeah. Okay. Art, show us 3 books that you think have the best covers. I think all my books have the best covers, but the first one is The Star Thief by Lindsay Becker. It caught my eye because it's gorgeous. Look, they're on a constellation. It's just beautiful. Excuse me. The next one is Royal Assassin, but it is all of the Farseer trilogy. This is just the one I happen to have free. But I love, like, it feels like just nice, you know, and like the artwork is amazing. There's a little crown, the text is cool, the R is a different color, there's a dog with an axe in there. So yeah. And this one is red, the first one is blue, and the third one is green, and they all have a different bit right there. And the third one is Girls of Paper and Fire. I believe this is the Fairy Loot edition, which is just more rainbowy, but this color is gorgeous, and the regular cover is gorgeous, so... I mean, they make covers gorgeous on purpose so they catch your eye and then you read about them. I know some people just do cover buys. I don't do cover buys, but I do cover add to wish list and then I go back and read it later. And last one is Modern Foreign Languages. Recommend a translated book that you enjoyed. Obviously One Piece is translated, but The Witcher, The Last Wish, I really enjoyed that. But a lot of people have read that. I've talked about this a lot, and I'm still thinking about making a video about it. But it's the Map of Time trilogy by Felix J. Palma. It is in Spanish, I believe, and translated into English. So, yeah. And, of course, I can tag people like Amrita, Rosie, Amy, Jeremy. And I was thinking of somebody else, but it just left my brain. But if you want to do it, you can do it. And if I've tagged you and you don't want to do it, that's fine too. I know Rosie has like a backlog of tags to do. So, you know, whatever. I'm chill about it. So, yeah, that was my video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you're having a very lovely day. Goodbye.